What's your name?
Ma'am, my name is Akash Bhandari.
Akash. What is the meaning of your name?
My name means attraction.
Alright. Akash, tell us something about yourself.
As you know my name, I am from Uttarakhand, but I am currently residing at IIT Gandhinagar. My father works as a staff member in IIT Gandhinagar and my mother is a homemaker. I have a nuclear family which includes me, my sister, my mother and my father. My hobby includes playing games like badminton as it rejuvenates me when I am exhausted from my studies or when I have free time.
So Akash, you are from Uttarakhand.
Yes.
When was this state created?
This state was created in 9 November 2000.
Alright.
It is the 27th state.
So can you tell me some of the famous places in Gujarat?
Some famous places in Gujarat include Statue of Unity, then Sabarmati Ashram.
Have you heard about Somnath temple?
Yes, Somnath Jyotirling temple is in Gujarat.
Can you tell me some of the things about that, like little bit history of that?
Ma'am, Somnath Jyotirling temple is basically dedicated to Lord Swami Narayan. Ma'am, I don't know much about that, but
So you like playing badminton?
yes.
So Akash, can you tell me the dimensions of the badminton court?
The dimensions of badminton is 3.4 into 6.1 meter.
Alright. Akash, why do you want to join RIMC?
Ma'am, I want to join RMC because RMC prepares students for NDA and by NDA I could go to Indian Armed Forces.
So you want to basically go in armed forces?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Why not Navy or Air Force?
Ma'am, I would want to go to Navy.
Alright, Navy. Okay. Akash, one thing that you would like to change about your personality?
Sometimes I am quite lazy to do something and I am working on it. So I want to change that.
So do you think that laziness is going to get through everything, like you want to go to RIMC and if they say that you are a lazy child, so would you get more opportunities? Would that
No,
not
ma'am.
hinder you somewhere?
No, because laziness is not good for you and I am working on it. So laziness is good for you for nothing in future.
Alright. Ma'am.
Akash, you said your inclination is towards Navy.
Yes, ma'am.
So, suppose I am a layman. I don't know anything about Navy. So, please explain me what do you mean by Navy?
Ma'am, in Navy, you basically sail in ships and the life is adventurous. And in Navy, the function is like its main function is to launch missiles and all in wars. And there are submarines also in Navy and it's quite good.
So, which thing fascinates you the most as far as Navy is concerned?
Ma'am, the thing which fascinates me the most is sailing, because I would love to know the different cultures of other countries and their geographical features and their strategies.
And who has inspired you to go for this?
Ma'am, my father, who is a retired Navy officer, he has inspired me.
So, you must have heard stories about his life.
Yes, ma'am. I like when he wears his shirts and his strips. I like that.
Tell me about his uniform.
Ma'am, he wears a white uniform and he's a commander. And ma'am, he wears a hat. And ma'am, that's all. In white.
So, your grandfather was also in armed forces?
No, ma'am.
What was your grandfather?
Ma'am, my grandfather was basically a farmer. And then my father worked hard and then he came to this point where he went to armed forces, Navy.
Okay. So, how was your journey till here?
Ma'am, my journey was very hard. RMC is not an exam which is easy. It requires a lot of hard work. So ma'am, the main thing for me was to maintain my school studies and my RMC studies, to manage the time. So ma'am, that was the most hard thing for me.
So you did not take any break from your school?
Yes ma'am, like in week I took 3 or 2 day break.
Okay. So you are satisfied now?
Yes, ma'am, I'm quite satisfied to sit in front of you.
How nice.
Okay, so you are basically from Uttarakhand but currently living in Gujarat.
IIT Gandhinagar.
Gujarat. So, if we talk about Gujarat, so name me 5 famous geographical places. Means geographical, not historical, not tourist places. 5 famous geographical places in Gujarat.
So, like in terms of districts or something.
Geographical places.
So, Run of Kutch is good.
Yeah.
Then I don't know much about Gujarat because in 1.5 years the COVID was at peak and I didn't get time to visit it, and because of my RIMC studies also, I don't know much about Gujarat. But Sabarmati Ashram and Church of Unity is also good places in Gujarat.
So, you have been in Gujarat for how much time?
So 1.5 years, as I mentioned.
1.5 year only.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if you wanna join Navy,
Yeah.
so you are in a ship and you need to detect a submarine underwater. So which technique would you use?
So I think we would use sonar only.
Sonar. What is the full form of sonar?
So sound. I think sound navigation. So I don't remember. Sorry.
Okay. So you are from Uttarakhand and much of your life
Yes,
was there. From which district in Uttarakhand?
Chamoli district.
Chamoli district. Why Chamoli is famous?
So Chamoli is famous for its Valley of Flowers and the Badrinath temple in it. That's why it's famous.
Can you name me 2 national parks or 2 sanctuaries in Uttarakhand?
So Jim Corbett National Park and Rajaji National Park.
Jim Corbett was earlier known as,
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
and who was Jim Corbett?
Sir, he was a Britisher.
He was a Britisher, okay. By
You
his
mean-
name we can say he was a Britisher, but what did he do? Something
Sorry, sir, I
special
don't
that
know
we
about
named a national park. Okay, so Akash, Navy life is very adventurous. So 5 adventurous things that you will do in your future, something that you haven't done yet, but you want to do them. 5 adventurous things, in something which you fantasize about, something that you think that you can only do after joining armed forces. 5 things.
The first thing would be that the traveling. My father travels a lot in Navy when he was in Navy. And second thing would be the parties that are done on ship. They are good. And the Navy life is good, and I don't have much to say about it.
Do you know anything about INS Virat or Vikramaditya? Not about Vikram. I am not asking about Vikram. Virat or Vikramaditya?
So they are ship carriers. Aircraft carriers. So that's not what I know about it.
Okay. What is the work of a periscope in submarine?
So periscope.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
So, Akash, can you tell us what is the meaning of life?
Sir, according to me, life is full of ups and downs, and life is well thought of. A person can live up to 70 to 80 years, and that's quite good. And the life is well planned, and so that's all. What are my opinions upon life?
Okay, most busiest day of your life?
The most busiest day of my life was
Yeah.
happened 2 times. The last day of my examination,
Okay,
the one day before my examination, RIMC.
and second?
So second was also that only, like first on December and second on June.
Okay, 5 sensory organs.
Sir, nose, then tongue, then skin, then eyes, and then ears.
Okay, relation between India and Afghanistan.
Sir, I don't know much about it.
Okay. Give an example in which we can change chemical energy into light energy.
So I don't know about that.
So, you are returning home from school. On the way, you find a sealed envelope in a street, fully attached with unused stamps on it. What would you do? Unused stamps.
So firstly, I would go to the police station and I would find. Then I would I give the stamps and the envelope, and then I will, find the person, and that's how I'll help him to get his envelope.
Okay. What does DNA stand for? DNA.
So I don't know.
So,
Last question from my side. You have been in Uttarakhand, you have been in Gujarat. So what is the basic difference between two states? Means one basic difference that you see.
One basic difference is that in Uttarakhand it is quite hilly, and the life is quite peaceful in environment. In Gujarat, people are running behind those business, and it's quite city kind of.
Which is good according to you?
Sir, I think both are good. There is no place in this world which is not that bad. So I would say both of them are good.
So you like Gujarat or Uttarakhand?
Sir, as my hometown is in Uttarakhand, I would say I think I like Uttarakhand more.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so you need to learn more about Navy. So these are the basic terms like sonar, periscope. Periscope means a device to detect underwater objects.
And he's fascinated more by parties and visiting places.
No, ma'am, not really.
These are the secondary things, beta.
Because when I asked you why Navy, so you are focusing more on parties, your father travels, so these things fascinates you. Don't focus on all these things. Don't
Traveling
mention.
could be
It could be a part.
good thing,
But you are joining Navy not for parties, not for visiting places, not the geographical features of other countries. You are joining Navy because you have that spirit of patriotism inside you.
to serve the country.
You want to do something for your country. You have heard of stories about so many martyrs who have sacrificed their life for the country. So the stories of those people inspire you.
Okay.
Okay, so focus on these things.
Okay, ma'am.
But in your hearts of heart, you know that you love parties and you like visiting places. But don't show those things to them. Okay? How many children have been selected from Uttarakhand?
Ma'am, 2. Me and one more.
2. So the competition is tough, isn't
So
it?
your interview will be in Uttarakhand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the more questions from Uttarakhand will be asked.
Hmm.
Not much question will be asked from Gujarat.
Okay? Otherwise it was good.
Okay, all the best.
Okay, ma'am.
और बेटा जिम कॉर्बेट एक इंग्लिशमैन था जिसने क्या बोलते कैनिबल उसको मारा था टाइगर को. बड़ी फेमस स्टोरी है. तो वो 30 से ज़्यादा लोगों को खा गया था और उसको जिम कॉर्बेट ने मारा. तो उसका नाम ही जिम कॉर्बेट के नाम पे रख दिया. बहुत फेमस शिकारी था वो अपने टाइम का.
Okay, sir.
चमोली के बारे में थोड़ा सा करो.
Yes,
है
sir.
ना.
चिपकू मूवमेंट भी हुई थी वहाँ पे.
हाँ,
इम्पोर्टेंट
चिपको
जगह है.
1973. सुंदरलाल बहुगुणा तो कर लेते हैं, लेकिन और भी लोग थे. सुंदरलाल बहुगुणा को तो केवल उन्होंने इनवाइट किया था. तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा पढ़ो, 2-4-5 लाइन.
Okay, sir.
बाकी सारी चीज़ें ठीक है.
Next.